Hello everyone, this is GalacticStorm. Welcome to the show, and today we're going to be doing the 1.3 patch update. Let's try to make it quick here. First off, you have a platoon interface, which makes it a lot easier for you to be in platoons, so you can switch stuff to be in what tiers or such. And for here, you can pretty much see like what tiers go to play up to what tier. Like for the Hetzer, it's tier 4. Well, it's pretty much tier 4 that your Hetzer's a tier 4, but you can play up to tier 6. And for the BK, tier 8, Panzer 3-4, tier 7, and so on. And also they added in 3 new map variants. For Province, it's pretty much night. Westfield, they added a rating variant, and Himmelsdorf, they added in a night version. So I don't have any gameplay onto them, unfortunately, but I do have some gameplay onto one of the newer tanks. 2 new tanks from the German side. The first one is a heavy tank, tier 4. It's called the Durchwagen 2, or pretty much the D.W.2. It has pretty bad armor, but it does have some good armor when it comes to the back and sides, but very bad penetration. They switched a lot of the things onto the tanks as well, and there's a new tank, the VK3002M, which is a tier 6 medium tank, and it leads to the Panther, which you will see right here. The tank is actually descended to the Panther as well, as you can see onto the history. It was as you can see right there, and there's the Panther. And they changed a lot of stuff for the tanks as well. They did penetration, ammo, like what ranks they're going to be in and such. But enough talk. I know you guys want to do some gameplay, and I've got some gameplay with the D.W.2, and let's kick some ass with this thing. Before we start with the gameplay, I wanted to show you what I had with the D.W.2 tier 4 heavy tank. While I was playing on my part, look at this guy. Look what he's doing. The guy tried to ram me, and I pretty much gave him the big old nope. What we're doing to collide with something that's a heavy tank anyway. I don't think you would lose. I don't think you'll gain a lot of damage with me. I think you'll be losing a lot of damage to yourself just because you're a light tank. But oh well. Okay, let's go for the gameplay. Alrighty, time to go for the real fun. As you can see, you can hear the background music they added into the when the maps are pretty much down or loaded and such. But today we're going to be in the Durchwagen 2, or pretty much known as the D.W.2. This thing's pretty much horrible off the charts once you get this tank. For the original package that you get with this thing, well, pretty much the armor on this thing is 50 on all sides, rear, turret, etc. The damage on this thing is 83, 138, which isn't bad, but the penetration is horrible, 32 to 54. But when you get the last package, which is the 5cm KWK turret, you get 67, 130, 25 when it comes to the penetration, but the damage is pretty low, 70, 70, 90, but the rounds per minute on this thing that you can add on to this, pretty much 25. And even with angling this tank, this thing is, oh my god, this thing is not even worth angling, unless you're going against like light tanks and such. But other than that, pretty much any other tank will pretty much can penetrate you and such, even with angling and such. And there is a Panzer 2A, tier 3. I think it's tier 3 light tank. He doesn't even know that I'm here, and I'm going to be taking in that sexy. I'm using the APCR ammo. I usually don't like using the APCR because how much expensive it is. Pretty much it's pretty much 2,000 round or 2,000 silver per shot. And I added 15 on them, and you're going to be seeing me going through all of them, and I finished out the Panzer 2A. There we go, my first kill. Usually you don't want to use this thing as a full-out assault tank, and this is the first tank that you'll get as a heavy tank, especially in this tier. You get it at tier 4. For this thing, I wouldn't advise using this as an assault tank, mainly because the armor on this thing sucks. I mean, yeah, you can do some angling on that to do some bouncing, but you can't pretty much go out on all full out assault on this thing. Or yeah, this thing will not take a beating, even for a heavy tank. This thing is ugh. You can always think that a heavy tank would do something like this, but or not like this, but like go out and pretty much bounce every shot, but not this one. As you can see, I'm pretty much going onto the side here, and surprisingly, no one has followed me, or no one has even showed up to help me. There's a T-28. Looks like a T-28. I'm still getting used to these tanks. God damn it. But I took one shot at him. I don't see him at the end of the game. There's a what looks like a oh, I forget what that was called, but it too bit the dust. So pretty much I go down here and figure out what to do at this point, and further enough, there's no one here. So I pretty much go up onto the top of the hill, and I am shocked to see no one coming in at my aid. We're pretty much tied 5-5 already, and just to see if there's going to be anyone up here or not. And I mean, if there was people here and if they were going after me, I would be in huge trouble. And holy crap, there it is, a T-49, tier 4 light or medium tank. It's a big tank. It has horrible armor, but it has some good penetration onto it. Some, not a whole lot. And I'm pretty much waiting for this guy, and I missed my shot. And he tries to take a shot at me, but he doesn't recognize my 25 rounds per minute, and yuck, the T-49 bits the dust. I don't know what he was doing. I think he was a new guy. But now it's 7-5 right now. That's my second kill now. And I'm trying to go in to finish the job. I originally had 15 rounds onto APCR. It's armor piercing ammunition. Their purpose is to pretty much have armor piercing. They pierce armor, heavily armored tanks. And I went through about let's see, about 7 of them right now. And I'm going after the BT7. You would have already seen a review of my tank, of that tank, if you were subscribed to me or not. But I did one on it, and there's the Panzer II, it's another D.W.2. And this one's trying to go after me, and I tried shooting at it, but I used my APCR ammo, and it's piercing it, but he's having a hard time penetrating me, which is a good thing. And there's the BT7 again, or not the BT7, it's the T-27 it looks like. He tries to move up, but I pretty much give him a big hell no. The D.W.2 is trying to go after me now, trying to charge after me, but he's getting massacred by the APCR rounds. And yeah, and there he goes, my third kill. Anyway, I do apologize for the quick gameplay and such. I just well, pretty much I'm gonna be busy all this week, so let's go on with this. Pretty much now that it's 11-7, I'm pretty much gonna go in and attack, but I'm still gonna be watching myself because of the armor on this thing. It's 50, 50, 50, 50, pretty much everything 50. There's the BT7 trying to run away. You better run. But you know, it tries to do circles in that, but went through the housing and that near the base, their base at least. Then I try to charge in. I'm trying to be careful at this part because I don't know, because this is one of my few gameplays that I got with the D.W.7 that was pretty decent, and it was one of my first games that I was with it too. So I was trying to get used to the tank at least. But anyway, either way, I'm trying to go after the base, and there's a light tank coming right beside me. I think it's a Panzer 38N or Panzer 38T, tier 4 light tank. But either way, I'm gonna be trying to charge it in here. But like heavy tanks, this thing is gonna be slow. So I wait for my partner to show up. Excuse me there. I'm gonna wait for my partner. He's right behind me. At least now I got backup, unlike last time. Or not unlike last time, but pretty much like a few minutes beforehand. And there he is. Yep, Panzer 38T. I'm telling him to follow me, and I'm trying to charge in, trying to go after the BT-7 and the rest of the light tanks. There's a Panzer 2A. Like, I already blew up one. Took a nice shot at it, but it backed away. It's not gonna be bothersome anymore. So me and the Panzer 38 are gonna be going in. We're gonna try to go into the base itself, and then, hello, the BT-7 pretty much went behind us and is trying to attack us. But it tried to ram me, but it lost a lot of its health because of it too. And I finished out the BT-7, and I saved my partner's life. I think. I don't know. But anyway, now that that guy's dead and there's only one light tank left, we're gonna be going into the base itself. And as we do that, unfortunately, the last guy pretty much got slaughtered. So pretty much we're gonna see here, and there he goes. He's dead by the T-40, I think. Yeah, the T-40, and we won. 4 kills. That's the highest I've gotten on this tank. Oh yeah, and they also added, updated the battle results, and yeah, I took a massive loss, minus 4,000 silver, but I got a mastery badge, 99%, and a master gunner, and it shows you all the medals that you got here, and on you see something new onto the right hand side. Pretty much they brought back the results on what you did on each tank, like it did like before the 1.2 update. So it shows I blew up a Panzer 3A, a T-28, a BT-7, and a D.W.2. I apologize onto the rest of the tanks. But I won about 2,100 experience, which is a good win. And this is the best I've done so far on the D.W.7. Or not D.W.7, the D.D.2. I damaged 6 tanks, destroyed 4. I did about over 1,000 damage. I received a 202 damage. I did 199 assistance, 17 penetrations, and such. The only good one that was on my team too was the Matilda. And yeah, let's go to the results of the 1.3 update. Okay, so what did they ultimately add into the 1.3 patch update? They added in 2 new vehicles. They added in more updates for the platoon interface. They added like more interface onto the menu itself. They added in more updates onto the tanks, like they upgraded or nerfed like parts of tanks and such, and even varied them into different tiers, like the VK3001H. I think it's pretty much a tier 5 now, and there's a few others there too. They also added in new maps variants, such as for Westfield, it's going to be it has a rainy variant. Province, it has a night variant. Himmelsdorf has a night variant, and such. And they also added in 2 new German vehicles, and they added in the battle results screens. So yeah, they added in a whole lot of new stuff on this thing. So yeah, go check them out. It's down below on the description if you want to see more on the details. So that's about it. Vote, rate, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And I also have a Facebook page down below that you can click and join. And this is GalacticStorm, and I say I'll see you guys later.